Let me be 100% straight with you. You are not poor, you are just underskilled. And I know that might sound harsh, and I know maybe that might even sound judgmental. But it was just something I was thinking about on my drive back. I just finished up my work and I was just reflecting over my journey and reflecting on when I had the biggest quantum leaps. And it was always as I developed new skills, and I know as you watch this video you have big goals and you have big dreams and you have big aspirations. And I guess I just wanted to make this video off the cut to remind you that you can have whatever you want as long as you acquire the skills necessary to be the person that can create those sort of opportunities and capitalize on the opportunities when they present themselves. You see, you have been playing chess without knowing how the pieces move. You have been in online business world and you wonder why you are always losing. But it's not about working harder. It's about knowing what it is that the top 1% people are doing. This is the secret skills they know and you don't. Because when you have certain skills, you have competitive advantages. And competitive advantages is how you win this game of life. And quite frankly, no one is going to save you. I am not here to save you. I want to make it very clear, you are the savior of yourself. So put forward yourself, push yourself to do whatever you want. I am going to show every single step of the journey and replaying the back to you. If you choose to take advantage and capitalize on the playbook, all credit to you. So I am just gonna go ahead and life of 7 skills. Okay, I made a list. I quickly pulled out my notes app and made a list of the ones that I think are the most important and the ones that if you possess this, give you every competitive advantage you need to crush it. Now, the first one is offer creation, making the deal so good that they simply can't refuse. You see, if your offer sucks, no ads or funnels are going to save it. And I have said this many times. In fact, there is video on the YouTube how to close clients, and I have been a lot in this kind of stuff. And what these sales specialists and experts are doing and you don't understand is like I am doing B2B sales. I have always said I am really bad at sales. If I think about all of these sales I'm going to mention have today, I alone can't sell a product. I need a team for it. Because of the offer creation, I am very good at making offers that make sense, and I would say your offer is far more important than your sales, because you can have the worst offer ever. It doesn't matter how good you are at sales. And you have to remember your offer isn't only what you sell. It shows how you present, how you package it up, how you put a little bow on it, and people scroll. You have to make your video, your content, your offer that much attractive that people stop scrolling and they just hit on your product. It's about lowering your price. It's about raising your value until the price feels like a steal. And I guess maybe this is also very top of mind for more right now, because I have seen doing a lot of work recently with a guy. This guy has the record for the biggest launch ever, $57 million. And he is basically like the godfather of offers. He has been in this game from decades, talking a lot about this stuff. Certainly think of it like this. You are selling the ability to cut through frustration, wasted time, and uncertainty. Most people try to sell the knife. They think, I am in the business of selling knives. No, you are in the business of avoiding wasted time, frustration, and uncertainty whether you are going to even be able to cut this thing. And it's funny, a lot of people don't actually know the business they are in. They think they are in the business of their mechanism, when in fact they are in the business their outcome. Your customers and your clients are buying the outcome. They are not buying the mechanism to get that outcome. So a pretty good offer always attracts them. Would you simply keep scrolling to the second skill is AI? What you need to understand is that it's not AI versus humans. It's AI plus humans versus everyone else. You remember how Iron Man wasn't the strongest Avenger? And that's kind of how I see all right now. Most people treat it like a gimmick, whereas the smart ones, they treat it like their own little team of interns that never sleep, never ask for a raise, never ask for time off. They have boats, sending mails, building funnels, writing scripts, running ads. It's basically like they have their own set of employees. All of that while you are still formatting spreadsheets manually like it's 2013. The reality check is there. Is a 19-year-old with no degree, no connections, just AI selling digital products who is printing money while you are still overthinking your LinkedIn bio. So I will be honest, it first 18 years or 18 months that you have to learn AI. You simply just can't avoid it. You need to understand that AI is not going to eradicate jobs. It's kind of like pre-internet. You have a certain productivity capacity of a person. Now, once they start to learn how to use the internet, the productivity capacity of that person goes up by multiple times if they know how to use the internet correctly. It's the same thing with AI. It's not a battle between you and AI. It's you plus AI versus the people who are too stubborn and too unwilling to actually learn how to use it to their advantage. Now, the third one is actually skill sticking. And I hear this all the time. People say, oh, you don't want to be a generalist. I don't know about that actually. You see, I don't think I am best at anything in this world. I just think that I am good in a lot of things. You just need to be dangerous in 3 things. But when you put it together, those 3 things compound. Now listen. I want to make something very clear. If you are a professional race car driver, professional athlete, whatever it is, right? Different story. I am talking here simply in the game of entrepreneurship and making money in our world or sport of entrepreneurship. The top 1% don't chase mastery in just one fix. They do multiple things, multiple tasks, and learn multiple skills to become extraordinary. And a strong offer means you are going to be dominant. You don't need to be the best copywriter or the best closer, but if you are good enough at 3 skills and multiply all of them together, you become unstoppable. So just understand that in this game of entrepreneurs, the people at the top are not those who are stuck at the one thing to be perfect in it, but they are those who are doing multiple tasks at the same time. They are good at many things, but when you try to do it, you think that how can I do it? I have to do the one thing and be perfect in it. The word perfection is itself a myth. You can't become perfect. Rather than doing a single thing and keeping yourself stuck into it that I have to, you have to split it. Split in various tasks and do multiple tasks to become multi-professional. Without ever hopping on a sales call, being in a one-on-one environment with them, really, without you even opening your mouth. And you have to remember, when it comes to copywriting, it's not about sounding clever. It's about deeply understanding human desire better than the person you are writing to. You are not writing paragraphs. You are writing permission slips for someone to believe on you, to take action, and this is one of the most powerful skills I learned early on. When I learned copywriting, and I want to make something very clear, going back to skills taking thing, I am not the best copywriter in the world, far from it. But once I learned that skill, I knew I would never go hungry the rest of my entire life. And by the way, if you gave me the ability for one-on-one sales or marketing, I will take marketing and the ability to do copywriting. You know, selling basically one to many. I think everyone knows I much better. I much prefer marketing over sales because for me, marketing is power. You know, bringing people to you, whereas sales is force. It's grit. It's determination. Now listen. There's always an environment for sales, and sales is a necessary part of life, but I love the ability to craft copy that brings people to me, and this brings us on the fifth dirty dark secret of the top 1%, and that is persuasion and frame control. Now, what I mean by this, it's not really just about selling products, okay? It's about selling people on your vision and your values. You know what? I want to be the part of that. As I said, I love this concept of power versus force. I like power. I like to attract rather than chase. And when you know how to do this right, you are going to know how to make people believe in your movement, not just your offer. And maybe some of this might sound very dark to you, but you have to remember that you are doing this on matter what, or no matter what. Your ideas, your goals, your identity. The question is, are people buying? And I'm going to try. It's not a pretty sound. How moving on to 6-1, it's media and personal brand. Because it's just like building your digital clone. What I was trying to say. But listen me, everyone knows attention is today's oil. Not the question is, are you the one buying, or are you the one drilling for it, the one producing it? You can be the best in the world at what you do, but if you know your mistakes, you exist and you have to improve your mistakes. You can sit on it, you can complain on it, we can say this isn't right or this isn't how it should be, but at the end of the day, it's not always the people that are the best at what they do that make much money. It's the ones who are the best known. Now, in an ideal real life, you can sell nothing if it's not showing. We have to just look at the word for what it is. So what is the new game? Make your digital twin. Make your digital twin which can work for you 24/7, or you have to be on the content creation. We all understand that passive income is the holy grail. Well, for me, if we know that is attention, money, income, passive income is the good attention. Passive income. When you build your personal brand, even if you have a small niche personal brand, you have passive attention. You have people finding out about who you are, how you help, what you sell 24/7 while you are sleeping. And the last one is network building. And the reason I save this for last is because a lot of people usually put this first unless you don't know how to communicate. Networking wouldn't do anything for you, but if can change everything. It's funny, we are taught to chase credentials, but the top 1% chase corrections. They understand the simple truth. Social capital is more powerful than startup capital. Social capital means you can build rooms, you can open doors. You need to understand that access is often more valuable than skill. Thanks for watching.